So in this video we're going to be talking about George Lucas and asking the question, who does George Lucas think is the most powerful Jedi? Now you see it plastered all over the community online, like, oh, George Lucas said that Luke Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi, George Lucas said that Sidious is the most powerful Sith, George Lucas said this, George Lucas said that, without ever actually sharing the quote of George Lucas saying this. And I can tell you right now, that quote doesn't exist. George Lucas never said that Luke Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi. That's a complete myth, a community myth. George Lucas has never said that Luke Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi. Lucas actually never comments directly on who the most powerful Jedi is. But we can look at Lucas's material, Lucas's comments, and the concepts within the movies to see who George Lucas does think is the most powerful Jedi. Because while he doesn't directly state who he thinks is the most powerful Jedi, he makes it very obvious who he thinks is the most powerful Jedi.
The key part of this scene ultimately is Anakin saying, "I'm not going to let this happen again." We're cementing his determination to become the most powerful Jedi. The only way you can really do that is to go to the dark side, because the dark side is more powerful.
I wasn't strong enough to save you, Mom. I wasn't strong enough. But I promise, I won't fail again.
So in the Attack the Clones DVD commentary by George Lucas talks about Anakin setting his determination to be the most powerful Jedi. So this is the moment where he's like, alright, I'm going to be the most powerful Jedi, I'm not going to let this happen again. And you'll notice the word Jedi there is encompassing of Sith as well, because he talks about going to the dark side to be the strongest Jedi. So Lucas is just talking about Force user in general here. Anakin is cementing his determination to become the most powerful Force user. He's got a level of power in mind that he wants to reach, and that level of power means he would be the most powerful Force user ever. George Lucas tells us this is what's going on in Anakin's mind, this is what he wants to achieve. Fast forward to Revenge of the Sith, Anakin no longer has any concerns. All his doubts, all his troubles have gone away. He's confident that he is at this level. When we see him again in Revenge of the Sith on the landing platform, George Lucas has Anakin say that he wants to be the most powerful Force user ever. And then later on has him all happy and smiley that he is the most powerful Force user now, that he's achieved what he wanted to achieve. That is the point of Anakin on the landing platform. He's achieved what he wanted to achieve. And George Lucas tells us that this level of power is the most powerful Force user ever. And of course that Anakin is on that level now. And all his doubts have gone away, all his concerns have gone away. He's got all these new powers.
Don't you see? We don't have to run away anymore. I have brought peace to the Republic. I am more powerful than the Chancellor. I can overthrow him. And together, you and I can rule the galaxy. Make things the way we want them to be.
George Lucas establishes this level of power as being the most powerful Force user ever. This is the pinnacle of power, and he has Anakin determined to reach that level in Attack of the Clones. And then later on writes Anakin as having achieved that level in Revenge of the Sith. So it's all about being strong enough to stop people from dying, right? Strong enough to stop death. And Anakin's making all these promises that he's going to become strong enough to stop death. And it's only on Mustafar when he's finally like, okay, I can do it. I can stop death now. I'm strong enough.
I'm not going to let this happen again. We're cementing his determination to become the most powerful Jedi.
I wasn't strong enough to save you, Mom. Love won't save you, Padme. Only my new powers can do that. I won't lose you the way I lost my mother. I am becoming more powerful than any Jedi has ever dreamed of. We don't have to run away anymore.
George Lucas actually says that given a month, Anakin could actually stop death. He was strong enough, he just needed to learn how to apply that power to do it. Of course, in the Plagueis novel, it's all explained to just be a matter of willpower, essentially. I'll go into that in a separate video. So Anakin definitively, by the end of Revenge of the Sith, is the most powerful Jedi, according to George Lucas. Jedi there, of course, meaning Force user, so encompassing Jedi and Sith and Dark Jedi, what have you. And that's the definitive Lucas position on the matter. Again, Luke Skywalker was never stated by Lucas to be the most powerful Jedi. It's actually quite clear cut, and Lucas makes it quite obvious when you've been through the DVD commentaries and you watch the films. It's not hard to connect the dots there and see what Lucas is trying to convey. But I think obviously not many people have seen them DVD commentaries, and there's this rumor going around that Lucas apparently said in some undisclosed interview that Luke Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi. Again, that didn't happen. In fact, what Lucas does imply, what Lucas does clearly think, is that Anakin Skywalker is the most powerful Jedi. Well, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and stick around for some more videos like this, like exposing the truth of Star Wars, like getting rid of all them myths, like finding out what's a misconception and what's not, and just uncovering the hidden details in the Star Wars universe. So if you enjoyed, give a like, give a sub, and I'll see you in a bit.